One of the biggest pieces of advice I can give to a real estate investor is don't fall in love with the property you're buying. You need to remember this is not your home and you don't need to love it and live in it. What you need to do is look at it as a business transaction and make sure it's a property you can make money with. We had a recent case of a woman who was really a lovely woman, very nice, researched her area a lot, and really wanted to get started in the real estate investing game. She found a property and she was able to buy it from a bank for $112,000 under contract. She originally thought that the cost of repair would be about $35,000 and that the property would appraise for approximately $275,000. So for her investment and on the purchase price and the rehab costs, she stood to make a very nice profit from the fix-up and sale of that property. However, when the actual repair estimates were done, it turned out that the repairs came in at almost $80,000. And that was from her own contractor, not from the lender's contractor. In addition, the property was then appraised and didn't appraise at the $275,000 she thought, but instead came in at $220,000. When valuing a property or trying to decide what the after repaired value is, you need to do your own homework. Not rely on brokers who are trying to sell the property or brokers who promise they can sell that property for you in the future. You really need to do your own homework, understand the block, understand your neighborhood, and listen to yourself and not outside third parties. At the end of the day, the repairs on the property with the purchase were almost $190,000 on an appraisal of $220,000. After closing costs, there was not a lot of money for her to make in the property, yet she continued to insist that this was a great deal and went to herculean efforts to try to buy the property. And in fact, as a lender, we tried every which way to figure out a way to get her to buy this property. There was a lot of wasted time, energy, and effort on both sides. She didn't buy the property, and in the end, I think was very unhappy with the whole process. So what you need to remember is you really need to keep in mind this is a business transaction. Buy with your head, not with your heart. And if this isn't the right property for you, then move on to the next one.